Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I am Roubina Khodadin, artist, healer and spiritual guide. I talk a lot on my videos, or other people talk a lot about letting go or surrender, but then there are other videos which are primarily like life coaches and these people that talk a lot about how to get into action. So how do we manage those two ways, which is acting and letting go? First of all, it depends on your personality and what is it that you are more prone to. If you're somebody who's prone to being very active, then definitely you need to kind of work a bit more on the surrender part. If you're somebody who's got difficulties putting your thoughts into action or actually getting moving along, then definitely you need to work more on the action side. So how do we do that? It's simply by having a very clear picture of what we aspire towards. Sometimes aspiration could be just that I want to heal from whatever past stuff. In that case, I invite you to also look at videos on my channel about how to heal from past wounds, for instance. So as you're doing that, you are putting something in action. But then once you've put an action in place, the point is that you need to kind of let go a little bit of the expectations, which means that you leave a space for the other side of us, which is we've got our physical side, our mental side, but we also got a spiritual side, a soul level, which is linked to the universe, which is linked to God, and we need to let that other side to help us in whatever we are doing. So acting, yes. So for instance, as you're watching this video, you are already putting an action in place because you're trying to figure out, how do I do more acting, or how do I do more action, or how do, not acting, action, or how do I surrender more, or what is the limit and where do I go? So you are already sort of putting an action in place, but once you listen to the video, then you let it sink in yourself, into your head, and then maybe things will become clearer, or you come back in a few days, you watch this again. So this is what I mean by acting and then surrender. So for instance, if let's say your aim is to get a job, obviously you need to apply for the job or get some qualifications or make research, and then once you've done that, you try to leave a little place for the sort of energy that you've given to come back at you. For instance, I talk about this in videos about gratitude, which I invite you to look at. It is the same principle, that is, I make 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever number of steps, and then I let go a little bit, which means I focus on other things, and let the universe, let God help us to make those actions work. I hope this is quite useful to you. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell if you haven't done so yet. In the link, there will be in the description box, there's a link if you need to get in touch with me for a one-to-one session. And really the point is not sort of doing our head in, when do I act, when do I surrender? It's just putting things into place and sometimes letting us breathe with that thing that we've put into place. And sometimes we come back, we tweak it again, and then we breathe again. Of course, it's an image, right? So please like the video and welcome to the channel again if you're new. Maybe leave me a comment as well and let me know how you get on with surrender and action. How do you cope with those two sides of life? Thank you for listening, and see you soon.